Shalom Khun. This is Book 3 of Qarabash's Reading Syriac, and I'm going to be reducing the amount of English to a quick synopsis of the text and not doing the questions, the shu'ale that you see here, so that I'll leave them up to you. As I was a bit covering more of that, I want to let it be allow you to absorb more Syriac and not learn as much, acquire more. As your Syriac has probably gotten better if you've gotten this far. I also recommend my series on Ariathinal's great Aramaic grammar, which goes through the grammar in detail. These should be used in conjunction, as the grammar by itself is not going to get you reading a text and really thinking in Syriac. Neither is sitting with just the text usually going to be sufficient. So let's get going. Mana zadiq nahbad. What is it righteous to do? Mana zadiq nahbad. Ruha, which usually means wind, breath, or spirit. And here I think it must be miswritten. It may be the word ruhqa, a distance. So you see here, ruhqa. Shayna, so tranquility, peace. Makhila, a weak, someone who's weak. Aishina, powerful or mighty. Parish, he divides. Shail melpana lawne sadra, kad malupe, radya khazitrin min khawro, دماخين بغداد ما نزادق النعبد خد منامر قايم رخقة خار بهن وقاخق أمر جير أرخق من بشتا وتخب شينا وتريانا أمر مقدر لمخيلة على عاشينا أمر جير قدر لمخيلة وقم لنبيلا وثلثايا أمر آزب هارجلون كن نشاينن أم خداده أمير جير دويهون لعودي شلاما دوني دالاها نذقرون. So a teacher asks the students, and as the student sees two of his friends, so this is the setup, a kid sees two of his companions in a fight, what should he do? One says, stand back, watch, and laugh, for it is said, be far from evil, and live in peace. And the second student who's responding says, help the weak against the powerful, for it is said, help the weak, and pick up the fallen. And the third says, go and divide them, and so bring them to peace with each other. For it is said, blessed are the peacemakers, for sons of God shall they be called. So I'll read it one more time in the Syriac. Shal melpana lawne sadra, ked malupe, radya khaze, tren min khawra nam maakhin baghdade, ma nazadeg na'bad. خدمن الحمار قايم رخقة وخائر بهون وقاخك عامر جير بأرخك من بشتا وتخب شينا وتريانا امر مقدر لمخيلة على عشينا عامر جير قدر لمخيلة وقم لنبيلا وثلثايا امر عازي بارش الهون كان شين انون امخدادي Amir Gir Towaihun Audish Lama Dawnid Alaha Netqrun. One thing you may have noticed that I pronounced Azil as Aze. The limit can be elided into the Zin, but you could also go Azil, and that would be just as fine, if not more correct. Addai War Sapra Ishkach, he found. Adla. So adla is a funny word. Literally it's ad, which is until, and la, which is not. So it's until with a negation. So adla is like until not, and what it really means is before, not yet, something like that. Archiq, so that's flee. Parish, to, sorry, perde, it's the rough grinds of wheat, perde. Adday zora, ishkach barsapra, darma al-ar'a, gentha utane al-ide, warhet al-wath imme emar ha sapra zora. So little Adday finds a bird, the son of a bird, so a little birdie, and that is cast or fallen, rama, on the ground in the garden, and he takes him in his hand and he runs to his mother and says to her, behold a little bird. Imrath le imme ahber hana bar sabran pal min qinne ulamse parach motol etsagi zor hasha imme bayale kma shapir awed ad in sayemat le baqinne adla nmuth. And his mother told him, O son, this is a little birdie that fell from his nest, and he cannot fly because he's too small. Now his mother seeks him. How good would it be that you do if you would place him in his nest, lest he die? So adla there, until not he die. That's why I said it's funny, because if you literally translate until not he die, it means lest he die. Nigda rhit adday usame bqinne ukad arkhik zadha imme etath seyma pumme perde khatta. Instantly Adday ran, and he puts him, the bird, in his nest, and as far away he sees his mother comes and places in his mouth the pirda of wheat, the little broken wheat. From the top, Adday's ora ishkach barsapra darma al-ar'a gantha utane al-ide warhat al-wath imme wimar ha sapras ora imrath le imme ahber hana barsapran pal min qinne lamse parach muttud saggiz or hasha imme bayale kma shapir awd ad in saimat le baqinne adla moth مغدا رحت أدي وسام بغني وكد أرخق غزاها إمي إتهث سيما بمي بردد خطي. طويالة, a picnic. Malon, it's a Greek word meaning like rather. Yae, so it's when something sprouts, yae. Hona, which is the mind, the consciousness. Taqib, so it attaches or it coincides. Raghia has to do with the desires, or with like moisture, like raghia is something is moistened. Matao rakhimna الطيالة طيالة سقي بسيم مالون دين بيومي انتدى شابه كان شاخن وإصبا ياعي ورد هباوي بكخين بيجر نابقنا أخي وخوري المرقي أو العاوي وتامن العزبة رغيا نشتعي أو بغاو نهرز أورا نسخي أو على الإيلان نسق كلنا شراخم طيالا مطل تسقي موثار كتجير لاار شبيا سائق وهون نهر وخيل تاقب واللب باسم إن السقي راخمنا طيالا. So طيالا the picnic. ما تاو راخمنا طيالا. How much تاو راخمنا. How much I love. I picnic. طيالا سقي باسم. It's very pleasant. Malundan rather, especially in the days of Tada, spring. The air sharp, it gets clean, it gets like crisp, spar splendent. Kiana shachin, nature warms. The way azba ya'e, and in it the azba sprouts, the grass sprouts. Warde habbawe pakhin. Again, warda is a Persian word, habbawa is a Semitic Aramaic word, and more or less they're synonyms. Sometimes I would say like a rose would be more of warda, but and habawa maybe can be used more for like spring flowers, but I mean that's completely subjective. It's just one's a Persian root. Begir nafiqna amache khawre. So in him in spring or on the day of picnic, I go out with my brothers and companions al-marge to the meadows, or al-awe to the forests. Taman al-azba, and there on the grass, but what kind of grass? Azba raghya, so the moist grass. And nashta'i, I play, or we play. O bghaw, or in it, bghaw, or in the river, or bghaw nahraz ora nuskhe, or in a little river we swim. Awalilane nesak, so or on the trees we climb. Kulna shrachem, every man loves, or every person loves. Toyala, a picnic. Mutolid saggi, for very much saggi mautar, it increases. Kadgir, so but increases in the sense of it has benefits. It's something that we enjoy. It's something good. Saggi mautar. Kedgir el-ar, so that's lemed, elepresh. Ar, the air. Shapya, sa'iq, so the pure or resplendent air. Sa'iq, and that is sak, it means to inhale. So al-ar, shapya sa'iq, it benefits, it's motar, us when we are shapya sa'iq, to inhale it. Uhawne, and his every man, his mind nahar, it becomes lightened, like bright, it becomes clear. Ukhayle taqib, and his strength is increased, taqib. Ulibbe basim, and his heart is made happy. Inna saggi rakhimna tuyala, I really love a picnic. Ramsha, Pnita, Beitan, Kaukbe, Shilya. بأيضا رمشة الشمشة عارو والطاش النهر من بنيتا ومشار لليا واثي خشوخة. بأيضا رمشة شاوه كلنا شبلخانة هابي خلويتي والصبر ويوني بايتا بغاوقني أو آل سوكت إيلاني. باث الرمشة بأضان زعورة أبهي شمية مظهر بككوي ودانخ صهرة منهر نرأى وهو شليا ولا مشتما إلا كوار قال بوما من إيلاني أو قال تعالى من أعوى. So in the evening time the sun rises and then the arrow it goes down and he hides his light from our region Pnitan, and the night begins and the darkness comes. And in evening time, every man leaves his work and he returns to his house, and the birds and the doves make their homes. So that's a verb from the word beta. Actually, beta is a noun from the verb bath. So beitan, and it's a feminine plural. In their qinne, in their nests, on the branches of trees. And after the evening, in a small time, the face of the sun, mazhar, the face of shmaya, of the heavens, mazhar means like it becomes clear. So it goes, it's in the sense of it's like a polished black, like mazhar. With stars, udan sahra, and the moon rises and enlightens the earth, and there is shilya, quiet, and nothing is heard but perhaps the sound of the buma, the owl, from the trees, of the ta'ala, the fox from awa, from the forest. Read it one more time. إذن رمشا شمشعارا وطاش نهر من بنيتان ومشار لليا ويدا خشوخا إذن رمشا شاو كلنا شبلخاني وها بخ الويت وصبر ويونم بيتا مغوقني أو على سوق ديلاني باث رمشا بعدانا صعورا أبي شمية مظهر بككبة دانخ صهرة ومنهر الأرعى وهاوي الشليا ولا مجتمع الأكبر قلبوما من إيلاني أو قال تعالى من عاوى. قري عاود. This is a series of instructions that can be done with the board, with like a chalkboard. So the command is to read and to do. قري عاود. زلوة ذوخة تؤشماخ وشم آوخ وقرينن قال راما كن الخينن erase them الخينن وهبوخ قمدم يالوبي ومني number count قمدم يالوبي ومنينن كن زلكثو منيانا اللوخة وقري وهبوخ زلت واللوخة شميوما وشعاثة إدهانا هرجع والخي وهبوخ مي مضوى الصدرة أخل موثوى كما يالوبة إدلعو كنكثو أنن اللوخة زلكثو اللوخة شم يالوبة ياثو من يمينخ ودياثو من سمالخ مونيد بسالة كاسي باستا سخلة بحث إقارة مونث بالسالة كاسي باستا سخلة بحيث إقارة طاليا خاد ضعصر شنين إذا الشوقة وزون بيري سام إنن بسالة وكاسي بوما تسالة باستا خورثا وبخ الويتا. Translation: A 10-year-old boy went to the store and he bought fruit and he put them in a basket sala and he covered the mouth of the basket with a pasta, with a cover, which was white, khawarta, so pasta khawarta, and returned home. وبغاء ب ناشا سخلة وشلة مونت بسالة هذه تطعينات أو سورة. And he met a dumb or not intelligent person and asked him, and the dumb person asked him, what do you have in this basket that you carry, O little one? بني شورا إلو ساوهويت كل نخزي نضع مانا اتبسالة لام كاسيوث لا بستا ووهد سخلة والزل برخي. And the young boy answered, if I wanted sahwehweth, that every kul, every man, would see and know what there is in this basket, I wouldn't have covered it with a cover. Baheth means he was ashamed. Sakhla, and he went in his way. Malib, this teaches. Malib. Zadiq al-Barnasha at-Sawe Netar Iqare Netar Lishane. It behooves man who that he would want to keep his honor, and so he would keep his tongue. From the top. ضايخ هاد دصر شنين أزاوب أرخا وزون بيري وسم إنن بسالة وخاسي بومد سالة بستا خورثا وباخ الويثا وبغاب ناش سخلة وشلة منئث بسالة هذا دطئن آد أز أورا بني شورا إلا وساوي ويث كل نخزي وندعى ما نئث بسالة لانك سهويث لا بستا ووهيت سخلة وزل بأرخي. معنى الزديق البرناشا اتزاوي نيطار إيقاري نيطار لشاني. امرد زيوة مبلة شاور ناقب برقة إزيوس أرثا إتلا أمرا خوارا ضريش أو كاما أوليث لقرنه horns. كل كما تهبك البيتا موبلا للمرقى نعري وتامان اليد تبها مشتايا أمي she plays with him مشتايا أمي ويث إيمات قاهم على ترتن رغلي ويث إيمات سائم ريش بأرعى وشاور لبي الأل. So shower apay is like he dances with his face up. So he does the kind of two-footed dance. ويدا هانا امرا اتزيوا أرخ معلي والهذا كل ايكد أزلا ناقب لا إن يثبع أبهو ياثو إن قيمة أبهو قايم وخاد برقة مني قليل مغدا باعي وراهد الواثة. Amra Saora, the little lamb. Amra, wool. Ara, instead introduces a question. It's a non-translatable word, Ara. Kaddu, shli. Khurb ho amrad al-marga. Id amre khawar akh talga. Mun ara هاخن باع هانا خلوة باع كدو أو امراز أورا إما هارايا بطورا شلي باثر قليل تيثي وخلوة خليا لاخ تيتي will come to you تيتي. Maria أخيد كل God who grabs everything, meaning Almighty. Achid Kul, it's Almighty. Maria Achid Kul take, thou art the Lord God who is Almighty. Achid Kul. Wamse Chayla the Chuli take. Nishma the Chaylid Chuli take. Shmeya Wara'a Bith Idek. Shmeya Hay Pathmuth Apek. Surad كوك وعينيك بخلدوك شخيخة إيتيك ولاد أعرق من بيث إيديك. I will conclude with this lesson. Hasha shawra at tawa. Now you're a good boy. خد من يومي سثوى آز زهيا أم خات لوث صبرة غزا كلبة dog هذا راعل من قورة so he is shaking راعل shivering واشقل زي كيبها نشدة شدا is to cast so he's gonna throw a rock واشقل زي كيبها نشدة ب امراث لخاثة زيها ما أنا أودات خلبثت للخمة أخشبرها طاوة كيبها اشتت ب أخبيشة أبقث من الصمدة قصاصة لخمة ويحبث لزهيا كالأمرة زل حول هانا خد سام لخمة قدم كلبة وبخ امرث الامرث لخاتا هاش الشورة الطاوة والسيمة. Thank you. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you like more of these kinds of videos, I'll put likes on it. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.